Hey guys, welcome back with another video with Linksy. How are you doing today? We have another 5-turn guide for Troy. Today we'll be doing good old Hector, another second Prince of Troy. He's also pre-Mzer. We've discussed this for Paris. If you want to see them, they'll be in the description below. They're all part of a playlist. And yeah, so gain maximum benevolence, gives you Confederation of Troy, and you gain pretty much everything that Troy has. You also have a really fantastic little thing called the Asaurian S1 League, the S1 League, which basically encourages you as Hector to get as many allies as possible, as fast as possible. The more allies you have, the faster your armies move, the more armies you have, and the cheaper your armies are. And if you help out your allies in their wars, you will get gifts of relative sizes, and you'll get to move forward. Now, Hector struggles with regards to missiles. He does not get the missile hero, but he does get ridiculously good Hector's Chosen, infantry, and Champions of Troy, and good old Guards of Troy over there. Finally, he's son of Priam and Hecuba. He gets more morale when he's in his own territory for his army, and he gets an additional 5 gold per turn. With that said, let's get straight into it. Legendary and veteran difficulty. The victory conditions are Total War Victory or Homeric Victory. You just quite standard. And let's get cracking. Alrighty, so how do we start? We start with very close to Paris. You remember the Paris campaign. We took Hamashitos really fast on turn 2, I believe, and then we moved all the way down here and captured Eresos. With regards to Hector, the first thing you need to do is figure out what you have going on. Now, he gets a really special unit, which is really useful, Trojan Tower, which is basically the upgraded version of the city defense. And it just gives you a little bit more bonuses to the city. Also gives you his special recruitment units, which are Champions of Troy and the Guards of Troy. So you start with it off in your main settlement, so that's extra defended. And you can build it also in your secondary settlement over there. However, I recommend building arable land for the additional food. With regards to royal degrees, you start with bronze and royal granaries. Since you have royal granaries and this takes 3 turns, I recommend getting the growth. Growth will help because you need to get your settlement as soon as possible to tier 3 so you can get the Trojan Gate. And once we did that, we'll check diplomacy. Now, this is really important. We need to make as many military alliances as we can early on as possible. So I'm going to request as much food. It seems I can request gold from this guy rather easily. From the father, since we're requesting a military alliance, getting some gold and food will be 200 gold and 80 food. 80 gold and 200 food. Fantastic, and we get a military alliance, which is what we want. Cool. Let's see. Can we do another one with Dardania? We can get a defensive alliance, and we're going to use the fact that we can get a defensive alliance to get as much food as possible. 600, and we're going to get all the wood we can. 1000. He really likes us, so we're going to abuse it a little bit. You can do it again. He doesn't really have much left, but let's take whatever he has left. That, and that is all he has left. Can we take this as well? Let's no, there. So we've taken everything we can from Troy and Dardania in terms of that, but what we really want is the alliances, because the alliances give you a lot of resources. So one for seriously, I think after you do, so from what I understood is the way the trading system is broken, that after you do 1 or 2 trades per turn, it kind of gives you that much extra trade. So again, defensive alliance, military alliance is something they really want. So let's get to it and just get everything straight off the bat. And there you go. That's no Aegean military access. No, that's fine. Would you give us anything? Nope. Let's see. No. Well, and again, all alliances are good. So since we have the Ashwarian League, we have bonuses. So we gain the regions from the allies, we know, and we get this. This fills up, right? So if you get all the way up here, you get so much more. Your units are super cheap, super movement range, morale, and upkeep. Currently, we just have extra morale when we're defending, and the first one is active when just when you have 4 regions. Now this one you need 10 active regions, and we'll get that soon enough, but once you get that, your movement range increases drastically. So this is what you need to assure as fast as possible. That 10 extra morale is going to come really useful when we do our first fight. Over here we'll take out this boy, Akutis, and we'll get straight into the fight. Now this fight, what you need to be focusing on is, well, we got a really shitty map and we got to deployed in rain. We don't know where they are, but you have 2 spear militia bands. You have the guards of Troy, which have 80 armor, 80 morale, and then the extra morale. You get a modifier, etc. You need them in the front to take the damage, and then you get the swordsmen and the Trojan clubs to the flanks, and hope that they are enough to do the damage. We cannot see how they're there. We're gonna move because they're gonna have more range than us. We need to get into a comfortable range to be able to damage them properly. Come on. We're gonna send you up there, and you're gonna come down this way. Come on. Alright. It seems that we're gonna have to do this. They have a few too many units. Now he should be able to do relatively well up here against that. He's a very strong general and he'll be fantastic in that regards. That charge should break his units, and that army is collapsing really quickly. Charge there. Charge the spearmen from behind. They're breaking. Charge the spearmen from behind once again. They should be breaking rather easily. And that's it. Just follow that. Oh.
Victory is close enough to taste.
You go over there and you kill them. Kill the light swordsman. Oh, you broke him. Cool. I think they broke that, with the exception of those. They've pretty much broken. We've lost 4 of the guards of Troy, but that's alright. Yeah, their morale is really low.
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
Okay, they're breaking. They're breaking. You go up here, Jesus Christ. They're really not running away, huh? Alright. It's just a question of running around in circles, it seems. And also because of the hyper-realistic feel that they have on Legendary, you cannot move your camera comfortably around. Okay, they broke. We just needed to do a little extra damage. We didn't lose much. We didn't lose much. It was a decent fight. And, yeah, decisive victory. Decisive victory. It's all good. It happens. The rain was a little bit annoying. Because it slows down our units much more. He didn't lose much in terms. He still has his militia, and his slingers and his javelins, but everything else died. He died, so his army should shatter. Kill him. Life says barter. Replenishment. We actually got a lot of resources straight off the bat. We're very rich, so it's all good. I think this is actually a campaign you could, before they fix the cheese, you could win the entire map with just turn 1 turn 1 barter issue. So victory, close. This has 8, we have 7. That's fine. You get divine focus or vanquish. Charge speeds, Let's go with Vanquish. Speed is always important. You go in there, and this might be an auto-resolvable battle. Yes. That's fine. We lost Trojan Warriors, but that's something we can replace ridiculously fast. Occupy. Now, we've taken another settlement. Close. Province secured. Close. We've secured this entire province. You will always go for organized games. You can also go for trade, which is decent, or Aegis of Troy. But organized games gives you the growth that you need to grow. Now we'll just get swordsmen because they'll do better than these basic units. They have they have less charge bonus, but they do twice as much damage per turn. And we have another grain settlement, so with regards to food, we're going to be in a rather comfortable place. Now we can build whatever the hell we want. We have the building for it, and we could do it. Now, we could build food warehouse. That's actually a good idea in this settlement, but we desperately will need the vineyard with regards to happiness. We're gonna have -22 next turns. Conquest mostly, difficulty in taxes and provincial stability. But this will be really useful, especially since we have so many food buildings. We're gonna build that, and to make sure we're safe. And that's turn 1. Within turn 1, you should be able to get to Gargara, and you should be fine. Now, if Troy will probably settle Haxamatios quite easily, and that's absolutely fine. We're going to build up our army, and we're going to assault Mytilene. Hopefully, Paris will go down and assault one of these settlements. With that said, we've chosen everything. We've done everything we can. You could still play around and see who likes you and who doesn't like you. And for example, they want a military alliance. And military access. Sarpadon. So that gives you even more of the where is it? Pact of Strength. So we're actually friends of Helios already, so we're doing the Pact of Strength. And finally, the Priam's whims is basically you already gained 4, so we'll go up there, and then when you defeat the Achaeans, you'll gain even more. It basically, you need to look at this and see what you can do, what is needed, etc. 15 units of gold gifted to Troy. Alright, now I think we can end turn in peace, knowing that we've done the right moves at the start of the campaign, and we're mostly fine. Most of these campaigns, I noticed that your first turn is quite hectic. After that, yeah, he settled that settlement relatively easily. So your first turn is very hectic. You have to win 1 or 2 fights, and the harder it is, the more fights you have to win the first turn. And then after you've done that, you can chill for the next 5 to 15 turns, where you should build alliances through diplomacy, build up your resources, and build up a proper, fully fledged army. As in this case. Now, you... Provincial Liberation. Okay, now we can either build a Marble Square, which gives us more resources, or we can build arable land, which is what we need. Now, on this side, we just need more troops, as much as possible. These swordsmen will be really useful when we come to attack Mytilene. Now, these guys do not have Pila, so maybe we also recruit a couple of slingers, so that will be useful for us. Next turn, these guys will all be up, and population growth will come next turn. This requires 3, this requires 2. We're currently at 0 population surplus. So, what can you do here? These guys don't particularly like us. We could go and attack them and take their settlements, but at the moment we're actually quite fine. So we'll just click and turn again and move on. They've both finished, so muster the troops. Okay, he's just there building troops, and we're building our own army. Upgrade any settlement, and just in time we can upgrade one of these. I'm gonna go upgrade Antadrios. You can upgrade Gargara now, and you'll be absolutely fine. But in this case, we just went with that. And now, remember also, the longer you take to build up your army, the faster and stronger they are. Over here, their military presence is already 3. And now it's over here, it's the same. So they might have an army roaming around the sea, but this is a decent enough army to deal with them. as it is. Next turn we go, and on turn 5 we should be able to capture that settlement. And it's also a decent settlement because it is bronze. Troy has a massive army. Preem's deliberation couldn't be able to. Jesus. King's decree. Usher issue a decree. Fantastic. And we got public service. Now over here you just got People's Feast, and you get it sorted out. Close that. We have 15. We got some skirmishers, so we're absolutely fine. And we're gonna come all the way here. He might come out to meet us in the sea, but it is highly unlikely that they will have the troops necessary to do so. He does have an army in there, but we are still larger. He will recruit some troops over the end turn, and according to that, maybe check if you should or shouldn't attack this army over here, because it is a very difficult fight to have. Yeah, there you go. He has 2 armies over there. One of them is 6, one of them is 4. It will be a very difficult fight if you don't have the missiles. In this case, we're going to see what's available. It doesn't seem he has another army there, but he could be just hiding there. They went all the way. They're miniature, so his army might be there. Let's see.
Prince Hector.
Oh, he moved his army away, so we could win this relatively easily. Okay. And this settlement is important to take. We just lost a basic Trojan unit, mostly because of the harpies that you can recruit here. The quick harpies at the start will give you exceptional skirmishing capabilities. So over here, I believe if we see building browser, you can build harpies for Troy. It is a tier 2 settlement. You can just destroy that. By the way, the way you get spear fighters and Trojan slingers is through this building, which we don't need in this case. And there you go, turn 5. Now, what can you do? You can come. Oh, he moved his army here for some reason. Why did he move his army down here? Philometries. I have no idea. We can defeat this army now, especially since we're defending the settlement. You level up. Formation. Ooh. Ammunition for your units or fatigue. Yes, fatigue is always important to reduce. This is all built up. You build this because it gives you more resources. Oh no, this one. There it is. And this goes up, or you can upgrade that. It's up to you to choose what you want. I always suggest getting these guys up as fast as possible because it gives you more growth, and eventually you should be able to get Citadel quite easy. With regards to resources, you should be in absolute ease. This is essentially a really good start for a campaign, and a really easy start overall in that regards. Philometries is doing well. Eresos is doing well on their end. Will be a really good settlement to take. We have bronze, which we'll build over here. I would really recommend, though, before building the bronze settlement, you do build the Trojan Tower. And as far as I know, because you might come under attack quite heavily from Agamemnon and Menelaus or Achilles. This is a region that they attack heavily. Where can you expand? Well, my suggestion is going down here, eliminating all of the Amazonians and anyone who does not make an alliance with you, and then attacking Sparta through this way, taking out Sparta and moving up the coast. The other option is pulling your army, going back up, and coming up from the north side, which I wouldn't really suggest because it takes too long, and this way you're taking out critical players. That can be a problem later on. Especially this region is really rich. There's a gold mine over there. There are some really rich settlements over here. Like, for example, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 capitals in a really small area, and capitals give you a lot of resources. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like. Leave a comment, tell me what you want to see next. After I finish these, I'll do a let's play 50 turns to 100 turns according to how you guys like it of Troy, and then I might even do another let's play of Rome because I haven't done one of those in ages. I've done one recently on the live stream, but I could also continue my Macedonian let's play. But with that said, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a lovely day, evening, good night, and stay safe out there. Bye bye.